Hi, this is Dr. An, and many of you asked for some guide to complete this 401k Excel project. So I tried to give you a live tutorial session yesterday. And by the way, thank you for those of you who tried to join my Google Hangout. And even though due to the technical difficulties, especially the different bandwidth that each one of you connecting to me, I think it was not a pleasant experience. Um, so it didn't work out as I originally anticipated, and I decided to record what you should know about this project and give you some guidance how to complete it. By the way, this is a graded project, therefore I'm not going to give you every detail of how to do it, but I'm going to give you as much information. So if you just study the PowerPoint slides and understand what the project required for, then I think you should be able to complete this project relatively easily. So first thing that you have to do is to design the format, the layout of 401k application. Okay, so using your the knowledge gained through the previous homework, I want you to choose row 1 and row 2, and maybe column B through I, and you can change the background to black and foreground to white, and you can make nice title section of this application. Also, this 401k project comprised with two major components. One on the left hand side is more of an input section and snapshot view of their savings, for particularly for this number of years of services. Uh, the right side of the project is more comprehensive 401k savings plan and schedule. So based on their years of services in skip of 5 years, say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and so forth, years of services, and assuming that they are going to continuously contribute this much monthly total at this annual return rate, then this is how much they're going to have for their retirements. Pretty awesome, isn't it? I forgot to tell you, by the way, everybody should research thoroughly on 401k investment plan because this is something everybody should know, and you should participate as early as you can in your career. As you know, U.S. government does not have much fund. Actually, they are just building on debt over debt. And when you're about to retire, I do not know how much your Social Security fund will be available for you. So totally relying on Social Security fund for your retirement will be, for the lack of better term, will be crazy and not a smart choice. So since government allows you this 401k plan as valid, and they give you a lot of tax break, I think everybody should study this and understand how this plan works, and you should use this plan and this project for your benefit in the future. So let's assume that you are building this Excel project for a financial advisor or anybody who wants to figure out what will be their retirement savings might be, so they can come up with optimal savings plan. Okay, that's basically the goal of the project. Now, you should predefine the format of each cell. Okay. For instance, here you should put a currency format. These as a percentage, because those are more of a percentage of the annual salary. Okay. And these sections as currencies as well. and as soon as person enters new information, say instead of John Smith, I'm going to put my name, David on, okay? And let's say our annual salary also changes to say 100,000, okay? That's not what I'm making, but for the demonstration purpose, that's a nice figure. There's a cap for how much you can contribute to the 401k plan at each year. So you can actually ask that person or ask yourself about how much percentage of annual salary you'd like to investment put onto the 401k savings. Let's say I like to put 12%, okay? And most companies will be matching your 401k plan. I want you to know that this employer's match on 401k is only available to those people participating in this plan. So this is like free money. So there's no point of not participating early on. Okay. Many companies are generous about this match, but let's say average figure of 6%. Now, annual return rate, this is based on choice of your investments. It's not going to be 12%. This is very, very optimistic investment return. But let's say anywhere from 5% to 8%, that's quite reasonable. Okay, so we're going to say 8%. And this will be years of services. And assuming these informations are provided, now your job is to build a formula here so that they will be automatically calculated for you. Now I want you to notice this section and also this section. When I change my annual salary, let's say I want to change annual salary to 120,000. Okay? As soon as I enter, did you see that everything updated accordingly and automatically? This is the project goal that I put up on for this one. Okay? So you have to figure out how you're going to be able to compute monthly contribution. Okay? And obviously you do not want to manually enter it. So I'm going to just show you a sneak peek of what I entered onto this cell. I created my own formula and used the relative copy concept. So instead of typing $120,000, because this value is going to continuously changing and varying, you do not want to fix this value, but rather you want to use the cell ID. And likewise, the employee's investment percentage will be also using the cell ID instead of actual number. By multiplying these two numbers, you will be getting total amount, annual amount of contribution. Then, since there are 12 months in a year, you have to divide it by 12. And that gives you $1,200. Okay? And using the same concept and same formula, you can compute employer contribution. And then you can add these two together. Again, you got to use formula here to automatically update this total figure. Now, if you got this one, then we can build a future value using one of the built-in function in Excel. If you go to, I have to actually let you know that the interface and menu settings could be differ from various of software edition. Okay, for instance, I'm using Mac OS Office 2010, so this is how it looks. But if you have 2013 or 360, 2007, menu settings will be a little bit different. And I think everybody gone through that Excel tutorials site and learned about the difference as well. So I assume you already feel comfortable of calling up menu settings. In my case, I can see formatting palette, and here I have a formula builder option button. So if I click on it, I may be able to see the formula, and also I'll be able to bring more functions. Okay, and here you can see that I can choose different category, and I can choose anything that I need. In my Excel, they categorize based on what function it provides. Obviously, since you are looking for getting the future value of your savings, you got to go into the financial category and search for future value function. This is thoroughly explained in PowerPoint slides, so I believe you guys will be able to study that and figure it out easily. So here's a future value function, FV, okay? And if I click on that, now this argument section will be changing. It requires rate information, ampere, and PMT PV type. And if you want to get more help, then you can click this and get more information about that. Okay, so basically that's what you gotta do here. And if you provide the right information, you will probably get negative value, because these financial functions are built for the financiers and also bankers. So to them, future value to their customer is their liability. So you will get negative. So all you have to do is just go to that cell and multiply negative in the front, and you can turn that into positive. Okay, so that's that. And now we go to the more comprehensive section of your project. The challenge is you do not want to build the formula for each cell, but you want to build the formula for one first row here, and then just a copy to the bottom so that it will be automatically calculate the value automatically. Okay, so here you might have to consider both relative copy and absolute copy, and hopefully you can figure that out and fill this future value section. Okay, the idea is that the future value function requires annual return rate information and this monthly contribution amount and how many years of services that you need to consider. So these informations are relative information. However, this annual return rate and monthly contribution total should be fixed at these two cells. Okay, so those are going to be absolute copy, and you have to put that into this parameter of future value function accordingly. Then you may be able to compute the future value. This employee investment is simply how much the employee actually invest for this retirement savings plan, and you just simply multiply this to number of years of services. Okay, then multiply 12. Of course, this is monthly, so you have to multiply 12 to get annual investments, and then multiply years of services, then you get that. And here also you have to use absolute copy and relative copy as well. Okay, using the same idea, we can compute the employer match. Then you may be able to figure out actual return on investment. Okay, for instance, here I used this amount minus this and that. These are the actual amount or dollar figure put into your retirement savings. And the difference between your actual investment and the future value should be the return, right? So you get all the return. And look at this. Let's say we just make average of $40,000, okay? And your monthly contribution will be $400. Okay, and let's say your employer matches $200, so your monthly total savings will be only $600. Even if you do that, after 35 years of services, your retirement savings will be over $1 million. And if you look at the return rate, this is terrific, isn't it? Your actual investment was barely over $200,000, but net savings and net value will be over $1 million. And this is what you like to show to this application user. So hopefully this is helpful enough. Sorry that I couldn't go each step in detail because that's what I like to see if you can pull it out for this project, and that will be the grading basis. So I just gave you the idea. If you want to learn more about each step, go to PowerPoint slides and think about it. Then I think you can figure it out. Hopefully you can finish this project by noon Sunday and submit this project for grade. Thank you very much, and I look forward to receiving your project, and have fun.